Fitness frenzy. Every second counts. The incident I'm about to narrate happened much before the lockdown of COVID-19. I had just started walking in the park for the benefit of slimming down. The actual decision to do so stemmed from the fact that a housewife's daily string of chores hardly leaves any time for herself. There are those who would leave everything to the servants and just walk off, considering it a well deserved bonus, and in doing so are blessed with a figure desirable and much admired. Mine, however, was not the case, as getting breakfast prepared and packed and sending the kids off to school and college, and then attending to the string of never ending daily routine, leaves little or no time for a luxurious walk in the park, as most housewives would agree. Now, this well meaning friend of mine told me to just take time off and walk away my extra pounds. My first morning was one filled with trepidation and reluctance. Would I be cutting an incongruous figure? Would I be there Would there be more women like me around? Would I stand out like a sore thumb? And suddenly, I was in front of the park gates. It was one busy place. There were joggers and walkers, runners and jumpers, roller skaters and badminton players, exercisers and meditators, yoga groups, laughter circles, and clapping clusters. There were representatives from all age groups, the children, young, middle-aged, old, and very old. Everyone was walking and doing their own thing. It was so beautiful. No one was bothering anyone. Each one was there with a purpose, and that was to be fit. There were singles and couples and groups. However, no one got in anyone's way, and all were courteous to each other. There were people from all religions, as one could see from their attire, greetings, and chantings. Then it dawned on me that in pursuit of happiness and health, there are no religious differences. Deference and respect is paid to each other, irrespective of their caste, creed, or status. If we can be happy and contented walking in the park, then why not be happy and contented in the walk of life, in our public dealings and duties? Why do we shut off the childlike acceptance of each other once we don our public masks? And I'm not referring to the mandatory COVID-19 masks. My reference is to the kind we wear without physical evidence. I am talking about the games people play, like the popular song portraying something on the outside and diametrically opposed on the inside. Sometimes we have more than one mask, and we forget which mask we have donned at the present, exposing ourselves in public only to become a laughing stock. Why can't we be like little children, honest, carefree, sincere, and concerned, with no religious barriers? So, walking for some months, I began feeling I was doing well, rather pleased with myself, when I suddenly heard, I thought, God's voice telling me, "Very good. You are doing so much for your body, exercising it, feeding it, and grooming it to look your best on the outside. But what about the inside, your spirit and soul? What are you doing to enhance your inner beauty and making yourself truly worthy of being an expression of the Oversoul, God? The body will one day be dead and gone. All your futile, energetic pursuits will come to nothing. Then what? The realization that we are above purely animalistic instincts hit me between the eyes. What am I doing to brighten up the lives of others? How can I help my fellow humankind? Am I selfishly only living for myself? What will live on when I'm gone? I was so glad to hear what can only be God's voice, and thank Him for the pointer to work for higher things that separate the human and divine. Are you tuned in to hearing the voice of God? Whatever your faith and belief, it can be anywhere, anytime. God's Wi-Fi is everywhere. We have to just consciously tune in. Leave all our troubles outside that park gate and get going with the business of living every day as if it were our last. We are here today, gone tomorrow, and remembered for our present. So that day I learned that not only walking the walk and talking the talk is enough, but the tiny details along the way, like the smile of a child, the cry of a soaring eagle, the old couple holding hands and walking, all taught me that every second counts. Not the many years of nothingness, but the seconds invested in loving, caring, and spreading happiness is what matters. The wafting fragrance of experience from that morning walk will remain forever in my heart. The memories of lives touched will be an oasis of solace and comfort in the desert of life, living on forever. This pandemic has put paid to all these park ventures, but when it is over and gone, it will soon be, and we are free to live in outdoor spaces again. Just take that walk in the park. Thank you. Please subscribe, share, comment, and like if you haven't already.